B-Bad and Brandon.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That's the one about like most watched and listened to.
Oh, really?
People love. Neil watched it like 7 times.
Classic. People watch it.
Yeah, people on the YouTube
Still finds it weird.
Yeah, I'm surprised by how many people watch podcasts rather than just listen to them.
Because that's how they were like intentionally made for, like, just to listen.
Yeah.
And now we record and
sit there and stare at our beautiful faces. My favorite is the ones that we record here, and then and that's very clearly a camera. They like a week later or 2 weeks later, I'm talking about it coming out, and they're like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, it's man. I'll send you the link for YouTube's. I'll send you the." They're like, "What? Fucking YouTube? You're on YouTube?" I was like, "Yeah, you know that black thing that was sitting in front of us? It recorded all of us." They're like, "Oh God."
what? So, the guest asked.
Yeah,
that.
they genuinely don't realize that we're recording them in here.
That's like, could we send people an email, be like, "Are you okay to be
No
recorded?"
one reads.
No one reads
bro.
it.
How many times?
Thank you so much. Yeah, I know.
Do you get these challenges too with your podcast?
No, we don't tell it. We're just like, if you walk in, you're being recorded. No consent. I believe in consent.
So the big news out of today's podcast is that you're doing capo deadlift only.
Oh yeah.
That's not what I said.
It is exactly what you said.
Well, yeah, this will come out after he pulled 400, probably.
No, definitely not going to pull 400. I'll open on 325.
Yes.
So that's just confirmation he's doing it. You
Perfect.
heard it. Yeah.
Nice opener. What's that? That's all the reds, right? For easy loading.
Has the location hasn't been revealed, has it?
No,
I get to
hints
announce-
every day now.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, hints every day until 2 p.m. Friday next week.
Nice.
Yep, and
Yeah,
the hints will
it's like
either give you actual hints or completely throw you off what's happening.
That's not a hint. That's a
not-
diversion.
That's the opposite.
You don't get
It's
seasick,
the
do you?
actual. I don't get what.
You don't get seasick, do you?
No.
Okay, that's good.
That's a terrible diversion.
Yeah, I do get seasick.
Uh-oh.
I think I get seasick.
First ever
I don't go on the
deadlift.
sea.
I do.
First
Take
ever
seasick
deadlift comp on a
tablets.
boat.
It's
It'll be
fucked.
sick.
I used to coach a guy that worked on an oil rig,
Oh,
and sometimes he'd send videos and they'd be like, "This is what I was dealing with," and he'd just have the deadlift bar and it'd just be like,
yeah,
"Ooh,
fuck.
crazy,
That's wild.
Wow.
crazy."
So they have actual gyms on the oil rigs.
Yeah, because they'll go out there for like months at a time.
Gotta
Yeah,
do
that's a good
something with
point,
downtime.
yeah.
And did they have a full setup?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, like
sick.
full power rack. He was able to do, squats and deadlifts
Yeah.
well above 200 kilos. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
pretty crazy.
damn.
That is crazy.
GCB.
It just seems like a hazard.
Yeah, legitimately.
Yeah,
Like,
Fuck.
but
How was his core stability squatting on the fucking bobbly
yeah,
boat?
it must have been.
comes back and scored 300 easy.
Yeah. Like, fuck, this feels real light now.
I couldn't do it.
Nah.
Couldn't be a Navy person or an oil rig
Fuck, no.
person.
Man, like I was saying, Johnny, we went away on the weekend down the Goldie and did stand-up paddleboarding.
Yeah,
And like, I haven't done stand-up paddleboarding post Achilles rupture. Bro, my stability was like,
yeah.
and that fucking hurt. So I can't imagine being on an oil rig and dealing with that every minute of
Yeah,
every day.
wild. I've never been stand up paddleboarding. I'm scared of the water.
Really?
It's
No.
not my thing.
What?
I can get into it. I don't know why. I got this weird, developed this weird water anxiety
Oh, damn.
in my 20s. It hit me one time. I used to be married, and I bought my ex-wife a dive with seals for her
Yeah.
birthday one year. So we went swimming
Sick.
with seals, and it was only a short thing. It was like 20 or 30 minutes, and I couldn't relax into it for like 20 minutes. I
Oh, God.
couldn't put my head under the water with the snorkel on and everything.
Yeah.
I used to snorkel all the time. And so since then, it's been really hard to get in the water. So I
Damn.
tried to teach myself how to swim in 2018.
Yep.
And I haven't been in the water really since, but I did it until I was okay in the water.
Yeah,
Damn.
right.
So you're not going to the beach on a Sunday for
No, not
a
that social.
social.
Like I can get in, if you said, let's go in the pool now, I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to, but I could do it without
Yeah.
dying or freaking out.
Yep.
It just takes me ages to sort of relax into a point where I can hold my breath because my heart rate's so high.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
right.
Damn.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's really weird.
So, like, you used to swim all the time?
Not all the time,
About
but
the-
I didn't have this.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah, it just came out of nowhere.
I love
is
the water.
interesting.
So have you never done diving or anything like that before?
No, but I'd love to.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. I shouldn't say I'm scared of the water.
Mm.
It's just this weird anxiety that
Yeah.
developed, and I think I'm over it. I don't know. I haven't tried since, but I'd love to go diving.
Yeah.
for sure.
I've done some diving. It's mad fun.
Diving looks sick. It does
Yeah.
freak
But
me
I
out
had
little bit.
I had a fucking panic attack under the water once. Like dive number 17. Never experienced it before.
Ooh.
Nearly lost my tank. Right.
Far out.
Because like
How far under
The-
were you?
well, this is the funny part. So it was first dive in a long time. Put the tank on, and I was like, back when I was like, I think I've missed a step. Not right sure. Asked the dive guy, "Can you check my tank? Make sure it's all good." And he's like, "Yeah, rattle, we're good." I was like, I don't feel like you checked it right. This is right. Asked my friend, "So you checked my tank?" He's like, "Rattle. Yep, we're all good." I was like, "Oh, still not feeling it." And then go in the boat before I put it on. I said, "Oh, bro, got a new bro. Got another guy." I said, "Oh, bro, I don't know if it's quite right. Can you just have another look for me?" He's like, "Yep, rattle. Yep, we're good." I was like, "Oh, okay. All right, 3 people. That's good. 2 dive instructors. We're good." Hop in the fucking thing, jump in the water. Haven't done for a while already. A little bit heightened, but fucking excited at the same time. Go down. We're following a dive line. I think the depth was 20 was to get to HMAS Brisbane. We'll down at about maybe 5 meters in. I feel this like, dunk. Oh. So you have the one thing I'm glad I did remember is you got to put your safety strap to the BCD around the fucking tank. So if it does fall through the thing that clips it on, it catches it.
Yeah.
And it goes, and I was like, oh fuck. Grab it. And my tank's like down here. And I'm like, oh fuck. Turns out the other 2 people who said it was all good. It ain't all good.
Yeah.
So full tank,
What?
big heavy tank.
Jeez.
My friends try. And at that time, I'm still kind of cool because I guess it was a bit exciting at the time. I hadn't realized how fucking bad it could have been yet. And then friends trying to put it in. Can't get it on. Dive instructor comes down, checks I'm okay, give it a couple of okays. Yeah, I think I'm okay. We're all good. A little bit fucking high heart rate, but we'll be sweet. He's trying to put it in, gives me one more okay and goes, go down and then crouch. So that means I get to the bottom, crouch, and then they can fix the problem. And I was like, that's kind of weird. We're kind of closer to the up, but I guess down is what we do to fix this current problem. And it's murky as fuck. So I'm like, I think one person was holding the tank so I didn't fall off, and then I'm fucking making my way to the bottom. And then they're like, you okay? I was like, yeah, a bit more heart rate, but I think we're okay. And then they put the thing in, then they sort it all out. He comes around and he's like, okay. And I was like, I haven't really had a chance to like really think about whether I'm okay or not yet. And he goes, okay. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then he swims off.
Oh.
In our group of 6, I was like, all right, we're good. And then I reckon if my heart rate went from like 100, 110 every kick, 120, 130, and then full like... By this time, I'm actually at the back of the group, and the instructor's way in fucking front.
Wow.
And I'm like, kind of like, was trying to do this for like, I'm bad. Like, this is bad. Help me. Then finally turns around, he looks at me, he's like, you okay? I was like, and the dude just come up, literally put his face on my face, and then just sort of cued me for some breathing, and then managed to bring myself back.
Yeah.
And then carried on for the rest of the dive, but had way less oxygen left.
I really don't like how the go down signal was thumbs down.
Yeah.
Like he's doing this and you're like, all right.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
just point.
At the time, I was like, man, we're going down to fix the problem. Up's here, super close.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, here we go. But yeah, once it kicked in, I was like, all right, you're right now, you're 20 meters down. If that thing fucks up, 20 meters is a long way up without the oxygen.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned that like 2 diving instructors said you were okay, like at the start, and then it fell to shit.
Yeah, they were really good once the shit happened, to their credit. But fuck, just I really wish they'd checked my strap was on properly.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel a lot more up now after hearing that.
I still
story.
can't remember how to put the strap on, so I'm gonna really give it a good rattle next time.
So my way of testing if I was kind of over my water anxiety after I learned how to swim, because like I said, I hadn't done anything water based since. When I was in South Africa earlier this year, I wanted to do a shark dive.
Oh, yes.
Like I've always wanted to see great whites. And so I booked a shark dive. I flew early into South Africa specifically, which had a connecting flight, and then like hired a car, 4-hour drive at like 3 a.m. to get to this place to do a shark dive, specifically to see great whites. I get there, we go to the safety briefing. They're like, no, we haven't seen great whites for about 3 years.
Oh,
and I'm like, oh, you could have put that on the fucking website.
Yeah, that's some crucial information.
That would have been some great information. They're like, but there are other sharks out there. Anyway, I was still keen to see sharks, so we went out on this boat. It's like a 3 or 4 hour dive, and they've got a cage that's made for 10 people. So 10 people get in time. There were 21 of us on the boat. So we go out. It's fucking freezing. There's a 3-meter swell, so the whole time it's getting like tossed around. They stick the first 10 in the thing. Oh, sorry. We get there. They chuck the cage in. As soon as the cage goes in, before people, tons of sharks are there. Like chumming and all these sharks. Fuck yeah, there's going to be a sick day. They chuck the first 10 in. 45 minutes go past. Not one shark shows up.
Oh,
They're like, okay, everyone out. Next 10 in. And so there's 21. So 20 people are in. I'm the 21st. So I'm sitting up top just watching the whole thing. Another 45 minutes. No sharks. So she comes up to me. She's like, look, we've been here for 2 rounds. If they're not here now, they're probably not coming. Do you want to get in? And I'm like, look, can we do it like this? Give everyone else that wants to have a second go. And if one shows up, I'll jump in the water with them. Because by that point, like 2 hours out there, I was feeling fucking yuck. Yeah, I'm just being tossed around. And to be truthful, they had a free breakfast before, and I ate like 100 of these little meatballs. They were doing things to me.
They were moving around.
Yeah. So they jump in, and another like half an hour goes past with these like 3 or 4 people because I'm watching them freezing their asses off in this water, even with these like thick thermal wetsuit things. So they call. She comes back to me. She's like, "Do you want to try? Do you want to get in for half an hour?" I'm like, honestly, like we've been out here for so long, no thanks.
Yeah.
So I went on a shark dive. I never got in the water.
Oh.
They pulled the cage up straight away. 3 or 4 sharks showed up. Like,
Bullshit.
what? Yeah, it was, which is it's annoying, but I mean, like
Yeah,
they
it's
can't control that. It's just nature. It was still cool. Just like
cool.
even seeing the sharks from the top deck, they're fucking huge. It was really cool.
Hectic.
It would have been cooler in the water.
They give you a credit, so next time you're in town, you get to.
Nah, you sign that risk of not seeing anything.
I went whale watching once, which is not even close to comparison. But like you pay all this money, and then I think we saw maybe 2 whales this entire time, and then Nick and I went up to Noosa like for a holiday, and you know the rock pools, the Noosa rock pools.
Yeah.
We went swimming in there. Next minute, all these whales just start breaching.
Cost you $0.
Cost me nothing. I was like, I fucking bought you this for a present last year, and it cost me whatever it was. And now we're just watching these fuckers.
Far out.
It's crazy. But literally, you got no control.
Do you enjoy the travel component you get with your roles?
Oh, by the way, if anyone hasn't
fitness
realized,
unit?
we're interviewing Thomas Lilley.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
This is my 3rd round.
Yeah, because we did you by yourself, you, Scott Watson, Matt Stenzel. This is your 3rd, yes?
Yeah.
Welcome back. Oh, lots changed in that 3-peat.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Got some cool ink.
Thank you.
It's really cool ink.
Tough stamps now.
Yeah.
Tough guy.
You're officially tough now.
Yeah.
Is it funny though, like when people think you're tough because like this sleeve and it's all black, people have this perception that I'm like tough. And I'm like, it's fucking Marvel.
Yeah.
Have you looked
I'm
at
just
it?
more geeky.
I've got fucking Charmander on my leg.
Which
Children's
I think is
Pokemon.
sick.
Yeah, so do I. No, it's funny, like people having a wide berth on my walk in the morning, like because I walk in a singlet and I'm all like grumpy because I'm just woken up and I got tattoos. And oh fuck this guy! I'm the one that's all like, "Good morning, how are you?"
Big dangerous dog next to you.
No, that's right, buddy, scaring people off. Crazy. But no, I really like travel. So it's at first it was very much like a necessity. Like I felt I believe that a big part of my growth and development as a coach, and building a business of clients was traveling to their competitions and being present. And then as the business sort of grew and evolved, it's now a privilege to be able to say I can go over to that country. Like I didn't have to go to South Africa and coach my lifter Kurt over there. I chose to do that. Like, he wasn't expecting it. On top of that, I do have some connections in travel. My mum has always managed airlines for like the last 20 years, so I get some cool connections with international flights.
Some hookups.
Domestic stuff I look after. It's just a business expense, but the international stuff comes a little bit easier because I've got that connection.
You've done a few overseas travels this year.
I've done
tax deductible.
South Africa, UK, America,
Ireland.
Ireland, a few others. I can't even remember now.
It's a fucking busy year, bro.
Yeah, passports get some stamps. That's sick.
It's good.
Just real quickly though, what happens if like you run out of stamps on your passport? Is there?
I don't think they stamp it anymore.
A lot of them, some are electronic. But they definitely do stamp it in most places. They don't in Australia. But in most other countries they do. I don't actually know. I mean, there's so many. I think you'd have to go pretty ham to
get a new book
to ever run out. But I'm pretty sure they get you a new book, and I don't think you have to pay for it either.
Nah, collect the book.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Jeez, that'd be nice.
And
damn
passports. I'm not there yet, but that'd be cool.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Where's the strangest place it's taken you?
Powerlifting?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it's hard to. It's hard to categorize it as like powerlifting taking me to that place because there's a lot of places that I've chose to travel to, like a Worlds in Europe, but then chose to go to places around it.
Powerlifting is kind of like that side thing you're doing there as well.
Powerlifting directly, probably like PNG and Fiji.
Oh yeah, true.
Like because it's such a niche and small sport in those places, to be going there specifically for powerlifting was cool.
And that's got to be the nice side bit. Like now, because you're in a place where you can pick and choose when you want to go places, you can add some nice little holiday on the side there. Yeah, that comes with it all.
Yeah, and that was always my thing from the start. Is like if I'm traveling all the way to my first Worlds was Hungary in 2013. If I'm going all the way to Hungary, I may as well see some stuff around it.
Fucking oath.
So that's when we did that trip, like with Scott and Matt around Italy, and it makes sense to do trip. Stuff. Yeah,
still the best story I've ever heard. Some of the stories from there. That's crazy because like this year alone, Zero's had a significant growth in terms of gyms all like there's 3 now in Southeast Queensland.
Yeah.
So you got Goldie, the OG.
Yep. Southside,
and Brisbane.
Brisbane. Yeah.
And then you've got Mackay, Cairns.
Yep.
Is that open now?
Cairns we built last week, but it won't open until January.
Okay, so I mean that could be by the time this podcast comes out anyway. So it's you got Cairns as well.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Is there another one? Because you're opening another one overseas.
Yes.
Oh,
that location hasn't been announced yet.
Yeah, so that one was meant to be open by now, but we're having a hard time finding a place.
Oh right.
Yeah. So it's, as soon as we find it, this is the thing, because when people are like, oh, you just opened a 5th, it doesn't feel like it because we had the conversation for Cairns in September last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's not news to me. It's like it's news to everyone else.
You've had the excitement and
it's all of that has passed. And same thing with the 6th one. We've had the equipment sitting there for like 6 months, just waiting to open a place. And
damn,
yeah.
Well, I wonder how many there are really coming, Brando. Because if this is like a year development on some, there could be another 10 sitting in the back. of this brain back here.
There's one potentially that's next.
Yep.
But that's not even at the stage of like, we're doing it. So
right.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah. Did you ever see? Like it's easy for me to ask this question, but like, did you ever see Zero becoming what it has become now?
No way. No, I maintained the whole time that I was never going to open a second gym. And my whole brand is not built on gym. It's built on online coaching. Like
literally.
I sort of became flavor of the month for a time in like 2014, 15. And between like 2015 and 18, the gym hardly grew at all. Like the membership base stayed about the same number that entire time. But the business grew massively because I was just going ham on online coaching. And
did you see the transition, like that significant growth from when you? Cause I remember having a conversation with you at a competition, and you were telling me like the name of Zero, what it was going to become. Do you think that transition helped the growth? Because I mean, since then you've just gone leaps and bounds. It's like crazy to watch from the sidelines. Yeah, I don't think it's anything to do with the name as much as like a lot of things that happened between then and now. Yeah. I think a big thing was just like stuff that happened in my personal life and getting psychological help and learning myself and getting medicated for certain things is really what set the trajectory of growth, because it helped me sort of unlock what I'm actually capable of. But more than that, the fluke of opening the second gym just kind of opened the doors to like, oh shit, here's a model that might actually work. Yeah. And then the other ones haven't been planned. They've all just been coincidence. Literally each one has been coincidence. I haven't planned for another gym. It's just kind of happened. Yep. And I think that'll continue to happen, but I've put the brakes on quite a bit. Like I'm very choosy because there's, growing that fast, and there's bound to have been mistakes that have happened. And I can tell you from the inside out, there has been mistakes that have happened. And so I'm surprised you're not as gray haired, like legitimately.
Well, I haven't grown my beard out since 2014, and there's grays in my.
Oh, it's coming.
There's grays in my beard.
There's a one down there.
Yeah, I know. Nice. So something's happening.
There's some aging really going on.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the lights.
Yeah, maybe. So there's been a couple of mistakes that have happened. So now I'm slowing down to just make sure we bulletproof the structure of everything, just to make sure as we continue to grow, it doesn't crack at the seams, kind of thing.
So this would be a good opportunity for a bit of reflection on what you've been doing and just sort of find those spots that have some opportunities to tidy up.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think you see it happen quite often with all sorts of businesses. They just hit the purple patch, I like to call it, and then they just go fucking bam.
What's a purple patch?
Purple patch is when everything's fucking great.
I'm glad you asked that. Yeah.
You never heard the purple patch?
No. What's the reference to? Is it like a sport
I have no idea, but I know it's the purple patch.
I've heard it before. Possibly Seth Godin said it.
Yeah. Who's Seth Godin?
He's some business development guy.
Yeah. Okay. Purple patch is a thing. It's when things are green, real gravy, and everything's easy. But like when everything's easy, it's very easy, I think, to overlook certain things and forget about certain stuff, and then you just go too quick, and all of a sudden you haven't got any systems and things locked down for it.
Yeah.
And you see it. I see it at least happen, all the time. My favorite, or not favorite.
Oh yeah.
Seeing the end of a gym that starts, you see a gym kick off first year and they go fucking really big and they're small, and then they jump to the next size and they're doing really well, and they automatically jump to the next one, which is big ramp, big everything. When maybe they should have lasted another year or two so they can really lock everything down before they go to the big ramp, and then bang, they're gone.
Well, I mean, like you guys know this very well in your own businesses, like new coaches or new gym owners get stuck in this paradox where they think they're good at sales
Mm.
because everyone coming in is just their friends telling them to come in.
Yeah.
And so you grow massively because of word of mouth, because of good referrals. And then all of a sudden you just hit this dead stop where you stop growing. And then new people come in and they don't buy, and you're like, have I lost my thing? Like, do I know what I'm doing here? And you realize that, okay, I was never actually good at selling anything. I was just getting people who were already sold.
Yeah. Getting very warm leads coming in through the door.
They're all your friends and friends.
Exactly. And so like the people who survive, like you guys have been coaching for forever.
Well, he's a dinosaur.
Yeah, you've been coaching for like 80 years. The people who survive are the ones that can then continue to convert new people and understand that, you know, not everyone's going to say yes. Like so much of just surviving in any like sales-based business is just being okay with people saying no.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
I think
It's a hard one
even
to
in
get.
this is maybe realizing that it is a sales-based business is an important part of it as well.
Yeah.
It's a weird shift though. Like once you learn, or I mean, for myself specifically, I remember because I worked in sales across a multitude of different, same fitness industry, different type of role. Sorry. And like in then you're like, yeah, I fucking think I'm great at selling. And then you get to a PT and you get told no, and you're like, oh, maybe I'm not. But then it's a weird shift to realize, well, if I'm developing all these other skills of my business, if I'm developing myself as a coach, maybe I should invest in some upskilling as a salesman, because you have to be a salesman.
Oh yeah.
And like as cheesy as it can be, well, not as cheesy as it can be, but as you may put that idea onto it that it's cheesy, it's not cheesy if you believe in your product, if you know that product can actually add value. But you see, as you said, that paradox, a lot of people get stuck in it.
And it's funny because like when you put it like that, people will hear it and be like, and connect the idea of sales just automatically to money, which is most of the time what we're talking about. But everything we do is a sale. Me telling you that story before about the sharks, you're convinced. I could have just made that whole shit up, but you're convinced because I said it with such conviction. Like everything that we do, like, and so if we extend this to coaching, if I get Andrew Cooper walk in, why should he listen to me with bench when I bench 200 and he benches 300? Like I have to sell him into the idea that changing this is going to help him. That's a sale.
100%.
And for me, that was the big thing because I always told myself, I'm shit at marketing, I'm shit at sales. So I'm not going to bother doing it. I'm just going to let everything be organic, which is why the gym never grew. And so as soon as I thought, I'm actually really good at sales, I just don't do it with money.
Yeah.
I'm good at teaching people methodology and getting them to believe me. I'm good at working with people who shouldn't listen to me, but getting them to listen to me. That's all sales is. It's just got money attached to it. As soon as people realize, like if you're a good coach, a good PT, and you think you suck at sales, you're probably really good at it. You just haven't connected the dots with how to do it with money.
Yeah.
That's a really good insight.
Yeah, 100%.
I also think the other...
So I can sell the shit out of a deadlift.
For sure.
Like, you're buying it.
No.
You didn't even want a deadlift. You're fucking buying one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like...
it's so true, though.
Yeah. All of Johnny's clients use hook grip.
Yeah, baby.
Sell fucking hook grip. It fucking hurts. It sucks. No one wants to do hook grip, but you've convinced everyone that they should do hook grip.
Not even that. They're true believers.
They're true believers in it.
Yeah. If you don't do hook gripper, they're going to sell it to you.
That's fucking sales.
They're in the pyramid, bro.
Yeah.
It is a ultimate pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
And I love it. I also love that Kendra's getting, like, she's putting her hand back in that thing going, where did all these new treats come from?
No, she's been very selective. See how she puts the ones she doesn't want over here, out of the way. Very clever.
Picky.
Yeah. She knows what she wants. And right now it's not those, but she might want them later. Isn't that right?
But I think as well, the other side of that, talking about sales and money, is that a lot of PTs begin going, oh, I'm just a coach. I don't own a business. Like, you learn very quickly there are business conversations that come attached to it. And yes, you may not necessarily consider yourself a physical location business, but you're in the business. You are in business and you have to treat it like a business, which comes with making money. Because if you don't make money, you can't keep doing what you love doing, which is coaching. And it's a shit thing to learn because you don't get taught through traditional schooling how to run a business. You don't get taught how to manage tax. I've been caught out with that so many fucking times. So many times. And then you get this bill and you're like,
oh, here's another lesson.
Yeah.
And you learn quick though.
That's an
for sure. So much of it is mindset shift. Like with financial stuff, I made a post about this the other day where like so much of just getting ahead financially in business is just not wasting it on yourself. And if you run a business, even if it is a sole trader, like single coach kind of business, like that money that comes into the business belongs to the business. And you're in control of it for sure. And you can take it all out and have a blast if you want to. But if you want to grow, some of that money has to go back
100%.
in.
Yeah.
And like if you're not frugal, if you're liberal with how you spend, you're always just going to be chasing your tail.
Yeah.
And exactly like you said, just in terms of general business management and money management, people are blind themselves into like, okay, I've got $20, 20 clients a week. They all pay $80. I'm making X amount of dollars per week. They're like, that's how much I'm making. It's like, yeah, but how much is going there and there and there and there? You don't know until that quarter or that year comes around, and you're like, I have to pay tax. What the fuck? This is my money.
GS what?
Yeah.
GST.
The biggest shift I reckon that made in my business was when I started looking at myself as an employee of the business and paid myself a wage.
Yeah.
Because then I was like, okay, as you said, 20 clients, $80 a week. That's $1,600. Yep, sweet. I pay myself whatever, $800 out of that, and that rest of that 800, some of it will go to tax, some of it will go to savings for the business, and some will go to just investing straight back into it. If you don't have that model, well, you literally just don't have a business. You're running yourself, and you will get caught out, and you'll get that piece of paper from your account, and you say you owe 10 grand tax, and you're like, and I'm negative 20 in my account.
I also find it funny how people blind themselves to their true financial situation because they look at numbers. So they're using, Zero, the accounting software. Like, this is my profit and loss for the month. Like, oh, shit, I made $10,000 of profit. They got $20 in their bank account. It's like, I've got 10 grand. No, you don't. You have $20.
Yeah,
there
literally.
it is. Like, I'm doing so well. Where the fuck is it all?
Literally. That's caught me out very early in my career. So many times I'm like, yeah, fucking killing it. My bank account doesn't reflect that. Why is it only $60 in my bank account? This is weird. But it's all part of like, and it's funny though, because so many people gave me this advice as well, but I didn't learn until it hits you. And sometimes I'm like, I had the coach comes in, or I've got a couple of coaches now doing their cert 3 and 4 like prac hours. Yeah. And it's like, do I have this conversation? Is it going to land, or are they going to get 10 clients, see a grand come in and be like, I've got a grand? Like, is it something that they just need to go do? And you can have the conversation. Sometimes I just think it's like, you can look in their eyes and go, you didn't take that on. Yeah, it's okay.
The gym turned 10 a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, massive congratulations by that.
Congratulations.
And
you're so old.
I know. I put a Q&A up, and one of the most common questions, I got it like 100 times, not 100, but a lot of times, was like, what would you go back, knowing what you know now, what would you go back and tell your 23-year-old self when you started the gym?
Fucking nothing.
I'm like, well, if I sat myself across the room, across the table in a room, just me and me 10 years ago, and I'm like, bro, you got to listen to this. Like, this is what I know. Trust me, I am you. I know you. Yeah. Me on the other side of the table would be like, yeah, cool. I'm going to do my own thing.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have had the maturity emotionally, financially, psychologically to handle the information that was coming in. And I would have just had to find out anyway. Yeah. It'd be like if all of us sit here and say, hey, don't touch a stove, you're going to get burned. One day she's going to touch something hot and she's going to be like, you know what? That fucking hurts.
That was hot. I've never heard that before.
Now it makes sense that everyone's telling me not to touch hot things.
Literally.
Like, some of it is just like lessons you have to learn yourself. And if you've been exposed to it, I mean, you'll pivot really quickly and you'll be able to get out of it quickly. But so many of the mistakes I would have made, I had to have made,
I look back now and go, I wouldn't change a thing. Yeah. If I was like the same scenario, if I sat across myself, the younger version probably like, why the fuck do you have a mustache? But that would be about it.
Yeah, but that young Brando didn't understand because mustaches are the best.
Exactly. Young Brando couldn't even grow a beard back then.
Yeah, that's just a challenge.
Literally had bum fluff.
Little fluffy little face.
Oh god.
I wish I'd told young Johnny to do more squats earlier. That would have been nice.
Not in New Balances and a suit?
Oh, not even before that. Just get off the Smith machine, bro. Stop skipping leg press day and doing some fucking real training.
I saw Jay Cutler post this thing about a Smith machine and how he uses it for all these variety of like exercises that he does. And like, I'm like, cool, what? Everyone has their opinion, but when you start telling me that you're going to deadlift from a Smith machine, it's like, bro.
I used to do that. Yeah, we had a trainer. Me and my mate Buddha, who still trains at Fortitude now. We had a trainer because we were at least smart enough to know that we needed to pay someone to give us some help, and also it was kind of training without pay too. For I think it was $30 each.
Nice.
Yeah, real good. Nice. Even less, maybe 20. And deadlift day was on the Smith machine, and he remembers it. I don't remember it. Our backs were fucked after every session. Yeah. Just cooked. We kept turning up.
You get a mean pump doing RDLs on the Smith machine.
I haven't used a Smith machine since 2016 when I was still working at what's this place? Fucking We don't say his name.
Oh yeah,
That place.
Cubed.
You know, the one
Cube.
after it.
Oh, Camp
Camp
VS.
Camp VS. Yeah.
We don't say his
It's like Voldemort. But
name.
that was funny. I made myself laugh at that one.
Well done.
Thank you. Idiot.
Next level.
Yeah, I haven't used a Smith machine since then.
Mm.
2016. I remember doing like barbell incline on it
Mm.
and just getting the sickest pump,
I
thinking I
do
was
like
going to
a-
look like
I
Jay.
do like a press on the ankle.
Yeah,
That's
see,
Smith.
they do feel weird if you haven't
Mm.
touched one in a while because you're
Mm.
just expecting it to go somewhere. It doesn't go somewhere.
Oh, we've got the sick one at Fortitude. It goes.
You have one of Fortitude.
Oh,
do
It
you?
you
goes
got one of
this
the
way
like
and
3D
this way.
ones.
Yeah, we got
What?
one. It's fucking cool
There
to
you go.
use.
I need it. Okay.
It's super fun. Like for just doing fun things like pressing and stuff.
Yeah,
Even just like some lunging and stuff because it does have a bit of that forward and back as
Yeah.
forward and back
Forward and
movement.
back.
Yeah,
yeah. So it's got a bit of play in that
Yeah,
direction
right.
as well.
yeah, it's so sick. I love it. One of our good gym. Ian Harvey. They had it and they gave it to us to look after.
Yeah, far out.
Yeah, we're storing
I
it for them
love
in our gym.
getting fucking gym equipment as a gift.
Oh, it's the
It's
best.
such a good feeling. That safety bar at Valhalla, Polly gave to me as a gift, I think, after Pro Rule 3.
Still rolling.
Right, and it's so good.
There's so much stuff in my gyms that I didn't buy,
Yep.
and no one ever gifted it to me. That it just appeared.
They just brought it in.
Yeah, like I've never bought a foam roller.
Yeah, how
I
many
have.
you got?
I have a roll of plastic that I had since grade 10,
Yeah, nice.
and a cardboard tube.
Yeah.
They were the two rollers that I contributed to the gym, and there's
Yeah.
like 10 of them in there.
Still there.
Cardboard tube.
Yeah, like the inside of like a big roller cardboard
Oh, yeah,
carpet or something like that. Just
Yeah.
a thick cardboard.
Thick, yeah,
tube.
right.
It's like PVC.
I was literally
Almost.
thinking like a real thin cardboard.
Nah.
Surely that's just going to break.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yoga mats, like
Yeah.
a knee pad for like wrapping, a whole bunch of collars. Just things appear.
Yeah, they do.
I have 2 Easy Curl bars and I've never bought one. I don't no idea where they came from. Like it's just someone that comes there is like, oh, I've had this at home. I'll just leave it at the gym.
Yeah.
Other people will use it, but they don't say anything, so it just appears, and then they disappear, and the stuff just stays.
You've still got their
Yeah.
stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Well, I came in the other week and found another lap pull down attachment, like an actual wide lap
Yeah,
pull down attachment,
I've had
just
that.
sitting on my wall.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not ours.
It's very strange. It's just like-
and we already got one, so I don't know why this person needed another one, but now we have another one.
at first, I used to like investigate it, but now it's just like another mystery of the cosmos. It's meant to be here. Fate brought it here.
That's amazing.
Someone will need to use it at some
That's
point
right.
in time.
I love
And
that.
the thing is, I get really sad when they disappear.
Oh yeah.
Like when something that has appeared just goes away. I'm like, oh, I really like that.
Yep.
We had an ab wheel that was really heavy duty
Ooh.
that lived at the gym for years and then just disappeared. It was actually Nexus. Like,
Yeah.
it was Will's,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
forgot it was Will's.
Oh
And so they left and started training at home, but they never took it with them
yep.
for like a year or two after they started training at home. And then
Yeah.
one day it was just gone because obviously they
Yeah.
come and cry. And I went to do my abs and I went, oh no, I can never train abs again.
Abs are done.
I like
those
those
now.
big jump. I can never train them
No,
again.
it wouldn't be the same.
Have you trained abs since?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But not on that. Someone else bought a heavy duty one because they got sick of using the shitty one. So we adopted
And this
another
is
piece of
how
equipment.
Tom was able to actually open up 5
Yeah,
gyms.
I didn't buy anything.
Yeah.
It just appeared.
People just donated.
All these Alicos
just
came out of
arrived.
everywhere.
Exactly.
Damn. How many kilos of Alico you reckon you own across all the gyms?
Oh, I don't want to know. A lot.
Fuck, that's cool.
A lot. I know there's 84 25s per gym.
Yeah,
So
nice.
I don't know what the maths is on that. I don't really want to know again.
No, I'm actually really
Then you can start doing the
sorry.
math on money spent on the things.
No, we won't do that. But 84 times 25 per gym. So that's just over 2,100 kilos in 25s. And
There's 32 20s,
oh my gosh,
16, 15. I don't know.
You're a very systemized man. How did you decide that 84 was the right amount?
Because we make our own trees. And 21 reds fits
Ah.
1, 2, 3 on the trees.
Gotcha.
So it's just 21 times 4.
Yep. Gotcha.
21 reds fit on the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, can you make your own? Tree?
Yeah, make our own weight trees.
That's
For
right.
the
Yeah.
Alicos, and it's like there's 3 prongs dedicated to Alico,
Yep.
and the 25s fit 7 per prong.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Very clever.
Now Zero's making equipment.
Yeah,
How did that become about?
because now that I've opened a whole bunch of gyms, my hurdle is always running into equipment costs are either
Yeah.
through the roof
Yep.
or like buying an equipment is just hard.
The
Like,
accessibility would be tricky, right? Just
Yeah.
being able to fit a gym would be hard.
for sure. So just like financially, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I want the best stuff, and so getting stuff that doesn't get made anymore is hard.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, and Australia has a problem with equipment manufacturing where it's missing like one angle of a triangle.
Yeah.
It's like you've got customer service, high quality product, well priced.
Yep.
And like something's always missing.
Yeah.
You get something well priced and that's a decent product, but the shittiest customer service, or something that's well priced and decent product, well priced and good customer service, but a shit product.
Yeah.
So it's just I don't actually have much desire in terms of being an equipment manufacturer.
Yep.
It's literally looking after my gyms and then sharing the love with everyone else,
Yep.
kind of thing.
So
Yeah.
someone else needs a bit. You're the guy with some
Yeah.
stuff.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it makes sense anyway.
Has there been a lot of hurdles trying to get a mono made overseas and then like trying to get the specs that you wanted?
No, not really.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, not really. As long as the instructions are clear and all the proper testing is conducted, and it's been totally fine. Yeah,
That's cool. Was there any machines when you were coming up with machines you wanted for the places where you're just a little bit nostalgic and a bit like, yeah, we need one of these in each gym, like a preacher curl soft pad?
Oh, we've got a preacher curl in every gym. Don't worry
lovely.
about that.
Yeah,
Look at those
good.
bicep veins.
Good. Most
That's right.
important.
Yeah, no, not that I can think of. I've got useless equipment at Gold Coast because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, nice.
I've got a neck machine.
A neck machine.
Yeah, it's quite a large footprint as well.
Fuck yeah, that's even better.
Yeah, it's a
The
four.
fact that it's a bit useless, but also takes up a heap of space.
Yeah, exactly. got a 4-way neck machine. That's my thing.
Fuck yeah.
I have like these.
Where do you program it?
I don't.
Does it get used?
There's a couple of jiu-jitsu boys that
Yeah,
use it,
okay.
and a
Yeah.
couple of like athletes that use it.
Yeah.
But most people walk past and have no clue what it is, because it's like a seat with these handles,
Yeah.
and then this tiny little pad. And so if you look at it, it would take you ages to work out what to do with it. You might not ever work out what to do. You literally rest. You can
It's
sit
act-
sideways or
Yeah.
front or back, and you just move your head. Put weights on this little thing. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I've had these like little personal flexes in my life that are just for me.
Yeah.
So like
What did you do on it?
for the first no, as in like financial or
right,
yeah.
I'm very frugal and I'm very not materialistic. So
Yeah.
these little materialistic flexes that mean nothing to anyone but me. And so the neck machine is like an expression of that, or my Alico broomstick is an expression of that.
broomstick.
Everyone thinks it's like $200. It cost me like $30. It was nothing. Like it wasn't a big expense. So for years I sat on a plastic chair.
Yep.
And then it broke, so I put tape around the legs. And then I found an office chair in a dumpster.
Yeah, you
That
did.
became my office chair. This is like not even early days. This
Yeah.
is until like 3 years ago.
Yeah, you
Like-
could afford one.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago, I bought my first office chair, and I'm like, I'm there.
Yes.
Or like I have a salad for breakfast every morning and have done for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And so when I switch from like cheap cherry tomatoes or like the cheap tomatoes to
yeah.
like the Perino,
Yeah.
you know, the
Ooh,
fancy $4 punted tomatoes, I'm like,
Oh.
financial flex.
Yeah.
Little
You
win.
taste that difference on that tomato.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
fucking oath.
That's a
Exactly.
tasty tomato.
So there's 1, 2, neck machine, Alico stick.
Yeah. So good. And you'll never get rid of the neck
Like-
machine. That's staying.
No way. And like I'm trying to sell the shoulder press machine because I need the room. And there's like intrusive thoughts sometimes. It's like just no one uses the neck machine. Like, it's sad staying, not going anywhere. Shut up.
I fucking love it. Have you ever walked the graveyard of strength equipment that Scotty Hipwell has up at Muscle Hut before?
No, I've never actually been to that gym. I've
Mate.
seen photos, and he's bought a lot of my old stuff over the years.
He loves old stuff.
Yeah.
Mate,
Bro,
he
that is
has.
a dungeon.
It is a.
Doesn't he have like 4 or 5 containers full of stuff
Yeah,
as well?
yeah, more stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. Like, and it's just jammed up, like closer than you and me sitting on the couch.
Hmm.
You'd be on the machine with the guy next to you. And
Yeah,
it's just
wow.
a junkyard of stuff. And it's all lovely, great, reasonable condition stuff. There is so much stuff
But
out
I'm
there.
just like, I was when we went up for that comp.
Yeah.
Oh, he may have moved it for the comp, but
Yeah.
like around that cage thing he had,
yeah,
bro, there's just equipment on equipment, like
Yeah.
that's not even being used. I'm like, what?
yeah. Every angle is covered in that fucking facility. So if you ever need inspiration
Yeah.
of old machines that probably are not built anymore, or even the companies don't even exist
Yeah.
anymore,
Well, it's like
Like, go check
ESP. Have you been to ESP
where's that? No,
in Melbourne?
no, I haven't been there.
I'm surprised you haven't been there because it's like he's a West Side diehard.
Ooh.
but he's got every single piece of like elite FTS, West Side style powerlifting equipment that's ever existed.
Wow.
And it's like that. It's just like absolute equipment, buttered up equipment. The whole room is full of it, and he's mad about collecting it. So he built an entire mezzanine to double the space to keep going.
Keep collecting.
It's one of the most underrated gyms in Australia for sure. It is
That's
a
cool.
sick powerlifting gym.
Yeah,
It's just he doesn't really push powerlifting or the gym.
Yep.
So like it's just
Wow.
one of these unicorn places
Yeah.
that you just don't know about.
Yeah, and if you know,
Where
you
is
know.
it?
And
In Melbourne, it's like down the bottom of that big bridge in town. It's
Oh, it's in town.
yeah, it's
wow.
Elite Sports Performance is what ESP stands for. Yeah,
that's cool.
Instagram.
I don't even know if they have social media, but look,
Yeah.
they do because they asked about the bars the other day.
Yep.
Yeah, check them out. They're a sick gym.
Elite.
Like maybe need a lift there. Pro Raw coming up.
You know the old Valhalla stuff
Yep.
that Scott originally bought when he first got machines.
Yep.
Came from a place called Gym Care. Have you ever been there?
Nah, I think I've heard of it.
It's in Browns Plains.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
But-
bought a lot of shit secondhand when he started. that.
Yeah, so I bought
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff from there too. But if you go there, it's like the people that own it just wait for
Wow.
like old gyms to close down, but
It just-
they only buy like original Cal Gym stuff,
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, classic.
Integrity stuff,
Yes.
the original Hammer Strength stuff. So it's like
Oh,
it's the same thing. It's like a graveyard of old machines, but like
good one.
solid machines,
Yeah.
like really cool machines.
It's my favorite machine at FB is the leg press. It's Cal Gym leg press. And it's the leg press me and Buddha used to train on 20 years ago when we were 18
see, that's sick.
at fucking Zest Fitness
So good.
at fucking over the Story Bridge there. And I saw them put it on Gumtree
Yeah.
at 4 a.m. and I fucking tried to ring the guy. Didn't answer. And then I sent a text. I said, mate, I need that leg press. I will send you money as soon as you wake up. And he wanted like $300 for it.
Yeah, no.
It's such a good leg press.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
awesome.
Yeah, two pins. Like you can put fucking everything on it. You could put.
They just
people
don't
on it.
make them like it anymore.
So cool.
My first piece of equipment that I ever bought, like the first machine that I ever bought, because the PTC code was never ever have machines. And
Yeah.
I felt so dirty.
Yeah.
But I can't remember which rugby club. It's like in Corona here.
Yeah.
I bought a lat pull down off these guys, and it was from the 70s because
Oh.
one of the wheels was a bit disintegrated. So I took it to that gym care place, and he's like, "Where did you get this?"
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was that old. He's like, "This is from the 70s. This is a classic piece of equipment." It was a piece of shit. It did the job, but
Yeah.
it was a piece of shit. But yeah, that stuff's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
just
I love it. It's
And
got personality.
it's so cool. Like, my gyms are all new and shiny, and I love them for sure. But it's so cool, like on the come up, or you guys are familiar with the gyms that you've trained in or train in now. Like when you get a new piece of equipment, even if it's 30 years old
Yeah.
and it's just new, it's just there, it's fresh. It's like, fuck, this is so cool.
And everyone's using it.
Yeah, literally, we've been asking for a while to get a 45-degree Roman chair back extension.
Ooh.
Oh, Matt got one the other day,
Oh, nice.
finally, and it's just like
It's on
okay.
every program. Here
I
we go.
yeah, I literally just said to everyone, like, you're all gonna have this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then someone came up to me, they're like, "Do I have the same program?" I was like, I literally said to you, "You will all have
You
this."
all have it. I wasn't
You will-
joking.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
literally wasn't joking. Enjoy this.
Yeah.
Enjoy this beautiful glute pump you're about to receive.
Yes. Just be grateful.
Yeah.
Amazing.
No glutes, no glory. Remember that.
Exactly.
All Matt's new equipment though is so sick and smooth.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It's very nice.
so Matt and I used to train back at Good Life, Shermside here. And I was like, man, do you remember the pieces of shit we were training on that would just clunk? Like the hack squat would just fucking give you a fit on the way down. And this one would just gliding, and I barely feel like I'm doing anything. Then I get to load it up and feel really good about myself.
Yeah, he's got some shiny toys in there.
Oh,
So
so
looking nice.
I will say this. Shout out Macor. I love you. But he's trying to match the reds all the same. So he's got 3 different color reds, but he's trying to get all the old stuff he's keeping powder coated.
Yeah,
And
right.
trying to match it is just watching his OCD brain. Just this is great to watch.
It's really hard.
Yeah, I'm like, I
The colour
empathize
thing
for
is
you.
hard.
It's fun.
Yeah, trying to get it all to match. Very cute.
Do you just pick a random color for every zero, by the way? Or is it something that the guys that you open them with, they like that color?
Yeah, I asked them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I asked them.
One of those-
My original gym at PCC Gold Coast was meant to be purple. And so Scott and I, Scott ordered a container, and a bunch of us, like me, PTC Sydney, PC Perth, we all got, I think I got one monolift. Anyway, people got benches and stuff as well.
Yeah.
and my bench and my monolith were supposed to come purple. The monolith came black and the bench came blue. So
Oh.
I'm like, okay, my gym's blue now.
It's like we're blue.
Yeah.
And that's how it came blue.
That's literally how blue came about.
Ah.
Yeah, it was never meant to be blue. It was meant to be purple. So it's cool that Brisbane now is purple. It's like finally had my
Fun to
come
get a
up
purple one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens if someone like in the future wants the same color? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Give me
Okay.
another blue.
Yeah.
A shade of blue.
Like this is a mistake I've made. They shouldn't be different colors. It should like if true branding is going to be on point, you don't go to a fucking green McDonald's.
Yeah, true.
You know?
It's a good point.
So I've made a mistake there, but at the same time, I'm never going to be McDonald's. I
Yeah,
have no
yeah.
intention to be McDonald's, so I'm happy to have a
Probably-
little fun.
You're
Allows
just as
each place
delicious.
to have a bit more of their own personality while
Yeah.
still being within the Zero family too, right?
I kind of like it though because it's still like, it's as much as your your logo is, obviously the blue and the white stuff. The white stays so core, so it's I immediately associate it with Zero.
Yeah,
So
as long
it's-
as the logo
Yeah.
stays the same for sure. It's just a problem I didn't think. I thought, the second one, okay, well they're close to each other, so red distinguishes from blue. Let's just do two different colors.
Yep.
And then it's like, oh, there's a third one now, and then
Oh,
a fourth,
fuck.
and then a fifth, and then a sixth. It's when it gets
That's
starts
a
to get
good
funny.
point. I didn't think of that.
All colours available if someone says
No, no orange.
No orange.
No
Orange out.
orange. And so no hate on Scott, no hate on Valhalla, no hate on
Anything else
Strong
orange?
Geelong, no hate on any orange gyms.
Yeah.
I just have, before any of that existed, hated orange.
Bro, okay, so I can finally admit this. Like Scott's obviously sold Valhalla, but like we were talking about Harris. I was like, why would you just have colors of orange and black? And Scott was standing right beside
It's
me,
a sore spot. You don't go there.
and I was like, oh, this is so awkward. I'm just gonna walk out of this conversation. Like that gif where Homer's walking into, this.
Into the hedge.
Yeah, it was me. I was like, fuck. I was surprised you kept me on after that. Fuck, that was embarrassing.
And you're trained a bit too, bro. We see on the gram.
Oh, I'm always training.
Yeah.
I'm not one of these people that's like, I gotta focus on business. I'm pulling back on my training for a little while.
Yeah. That's good.
2 hours a day.
Do you-
like 5 days a week? Big deal.
It's part of the thing. You
No,
enjoy
it's
it,
not
right?
even 2 hours. It's an hour
Yeah,
and a
like
half.
you know what? I'm training like some really hypertrophy volume stuff. It takes me an hour.
Yeah.
It's just not that long. Hey.
Yeah. So I plan on. I need another surgery, so
Damn.
I'm not going to do any raw for a little while because it's just unbearable at the moment.
So that was my follow-up question.
But Equip's working, so
Yeah, nice.
I'm going to do April 1st in Equip comp down in Sydney,
Ooh, nice.
and then go from there.
You'd have a pretty meaty total.
I
with
hope
three
so.
put together, wouldn't you?
I hope so.
Yeah.
You're benching something ridiculous in that suit the other
Yeah.
day.
Because you're all single player across.
Yeah,
the
just
two,
single play. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried someone had a single play evil twin
Oh.
at the
What's
gym
that
the
like?
other day. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
remember
like
seeing them.
It's
but
like
never
a
got to
step
use
up
one.
from a katana. It was
Oh.
it hurt. I mean, it always
multiply
hurts.
with that
Yeah, I was gonna
multiply.
like it's equipped.
But yeah, no, it was rough. But no, I'm a single play boy for
You
life.
ever try one of those rubber suits? The rubber bench shirts? Or whatever they're called? You know
Um,
the metal militia guys that are mucking around with?
Yeah, because Coops did that 425 or whatever.
Insane.
I put his on.
Yeah. What
And
was that like?
I did like 260 or 270 straight up, like no training in it. They're wild. They're so easy to use.
Yeah.
They're really
the
nice.
So there's no
Yeah.
touch problem. You can just.
No, I mean there definitely is, but that size was 2 sizes or 3 sizes too big.
Damn.
Because it fit him, and it was too
Yeah.
big for him. So, but yeah, they're insane. Have you ever used a Magnum Ram?
No, I haven't.
Oh, they're so nice. Like they feel like a shirt, but
Yeah.
like a slingshot.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
the
just
best
like
of both worlds.
Yeah, it's just like that times 20.
It's
crazy. It's hard because it feels a bit dumb.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't be able to untrained put on a shirt and bench 260.
yeah.
When my max shirted press is 250, I should
Right.
not be able to do that.
Yeah.
So on the one hand, it's kind of a joke, but on the other hand, it still requires skill and fucking balls.
Yeah. And lifting more weight is fun.
Yeah. So I don't know how I feel about those.
Yeah.
I think I'm happy with them as long as they stay their own thing.
Yeah.
Like if they ever infiltrated into real powerlifting, I might
Yeah.
get upset.
Yeah. They can just be over there doing
Yeah.
their little crazy bench thing.
No hate on Metal Militia, and
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said real powerlifting, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I can edit that out.
Classic powerlifting.
Classic powerlifting. Yeah.
It's just a foreign thing, isn't it?
Yeah, 'cause those rubber things look insanity. Particularly seeing someone like Cooper press 420, and I don't know what they're
Oh,
doing.
that
I
guy's
don't know what they're
fucked.
doing overseas, but it's fucking heaps.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah. And even watching I see Luke Shakespeare throw it on as a 100-kilo guy, whatever he weighs,
Yeah.
and he's pressing like high threes
Yeah.
on the internet.
He's
Like,
he's always been a good bencher.
Yeah, he
It's
did.
like-
He's
crazy.
done 300 single player years ago.
Yeah.
Wild.
yeah,
Equip's making a little bit of a comeback in Australia. There's a few lifters now getting around with it. I know
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
oh no, we've lost the big
Johnny's
barrel.
just insulted.
I still want to do it again. I just got to line up the amount of time required and the training
Yeah.
partners to do it. But
Colin Webb just did IPF
Yeah,
Worlds,
he did
which
well.
was really cool.
And
Yeah.
as a quick lifter too, he was sick.
There was some
Yeah.
fucking cool lifting over there. I've seen some of the chicks lifting stupid weights in single player over there.
Because this is the last Worlds, isn't it? Before that rule change, hey,
What's the rule change?
Elbow
the
thing.
elbows, the depth benching.
Would you like to comment on that, Thomas?
No thanks.
But
I
like,
haven't had enough commentary on that.
but could we like?
I know. All I'll say is I'd hate to be the referee now because
Would
fuck,
you
that'd
like
be
to
a
just
pain in
make
the
a
ass.
comment off air? Just hit like stop.
No, but you just
There it is.
it can't be refed.
Yeah,
How do you do it as like only one ref can see it as a front ref?
Yeah.
And they're meant to be watching the bar on the chest. Like you
Yeah.
can't watch the bar and the elbows at the same time. So people are going to get either stupidly long press calls.
Yep.
Or it's just a shit show. The side refs can't see it.
No, fuck no.
And it's already hard enough to side ref when you're watching fucking feet and bums and press calls and bar
Yeah.
dips and everything.
And
Yeah,
head
exactly
in
right.
competition.
Yeah,
Like-
bench is a tricky one.
Guarantee it won't stick.
Yeah. And
Thank
then
you
I'll
for
just
that
have to-
comment.
My thing I really enjoyed is like you follow the IPF on the gram. They put up the rule change, and then the next video they put on their social media is like some tiny girl benching
Oh,
stupid
yeah.
amounts away with fuck all elbow band. It's
He
like
sent me
whoever is looking after your social media account
Yeah.
really fucked up.
Yeah.
You should have just put up someone benching less, but like a really good position within your new fucking crazy rules.
One thing I did want to bring up today, just because it was fucking hilarious, is obviously that Liver King has been exposed.
Oh, Liver King! Who would? Oh man, I'm really my mind is blown.
Yeah.
But like that's the thing. I'm so like I know we're in the sport. We know we've been around it long enough to know. Like you could probably assume someone's using PEDs. But the amount of people that are genuinely shocked by this, I'm just sitting there going. Next thing you're going to tell me is you think The Rock is fucking natty.
They were eating all that
Hold
liver,
on.
wondering why they weren't.
But like,
Damn. Has he come out and said anything yet, or is he still in the shadows?
I stumbled upon his Instagram yesterday,
Oh yeah.
and he did a story basically saying, I just want to thank all my friends and all the people, the love in my life that have been sending me messages of support. And then he just kept doing his Liver King thing.
Just Liver King.
Yeah, so he didn't actually address why they
Why?
were being.
Yeah.
He was just saying thank you for all your support,
yeah, right.
and then just moved on. And I don't actually think it'll impact his brand.
Fuck no.
He'll move
He-
forward.
Yeah.
He just
I don't think like his brand's not the fact that he's geared up. It's
Yeah.
the
eat liver.
We'll put it this way: I gave Buddy liver for dinner last night because I want him to live an ancestral lifestyle.
Yeah, and part of the 7 tenets or the 9 tenets
9
or whatever.
tenets.
Yeah,
Fun.
9 tenets.
Well, there's a 10th one. It's fun.
Yep.
But yeah, 9 is the core tenets.
Yeah, core tenets. Yeah, see. Huck Finn had his 3 core tenets I saw today, which was great.
Who did?
Yeah, Huck Finn.
Huck
is that
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
with the esky on his thing?
No, he had core tenet. I can't remember number 1, but core tenet number 2 was drink beer.
Yeah.
He was pouring it into the fucking gasoline thing, and then he said core tenet number 3 is I don't eat balls, I eat pussy.
Yeah.
Do you remember when he did a video where he just like power charged into a vending machine?
No.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's wild.
He's insane.
Yeah.
He's got this video up at the moment, and it's him in it with an esky or what is it, backpack things full of beer, and he's actually like farmers carrying 2 cases of beer.
That's because that's what Liver King's
Yeah,
always done.
exactly.
Brilliant. So I'd get behind his tenets. They sound something I could align with. I think.
I'm just not a big beer drinker.
Beer's nice. It's delicious.
Remember those VBs we got for Scott, and then I think we all gave them to Scott.
Yeah. Beer. Well, VB's not really a beer. That's something you have when you're 16 and you're poor.
Fuck, Scott.
Unless
you've
you're
been
Scott,
called
who,
out.
yeah. Unless you're Scott and you genuinely enjoy them.
I'm gonna send this to Scott. Just this snippet. That's too
Apologies,
great.
Scott.
He came to the powerlifting comp the other day, battle, because he had to drop some medals off.
Oh, nice.
Fully like hippied out with his
Yeah.
kit, and I was like,
I love it.
Good on him.
I love it. And I'm like, do you remember what this is? He's loving it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the dream.
There
Okay.
was almost a small conversation around him maybe doing the deadlift comp.
Yeah, because he was looking at doing it, and then I think he just went to yeah. I remember he was it was so shocking to see him like back in the gym and training. I was like, hey, I mean, it was a lovely surprise.
Yeah,
but I was like, oh, you moving?
Yeah.
It must be really hard, like, when we have extended periods of time off, or even if it's just a particular lift, it comes back so fast. But if you stop everything for quite a while, you kind of can't help but to compare yourself to your previous abilities. Like, it must be hard in that situation. And I can't speak for Scott, but I know other people that have tried to come back and just been like, it's just not it. Like, it's not the same as it used to be, which is the wrong frame of mind, because it's not the same as it used to be.
It's not going to
So
be.
if you're expecting it to be that way, of course you're going to be disappointed. But I empathize with people that have restarted a journey and just been like, nah, not anymore. If anything, it's a positive thing. It's like they're so, they don't need it anymore. It's not part of their identity.
100%.
It's not something that is keeping them together, which is, it's sad and cool at the same time. It's only sad because we're so deep in it.
Yeah.
We're still
It's
well,
especially if they were like had a lot of potential.
That sounds weird.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I also think Scott could come back next week and probably pull
300.
Yeah,
Not a problem.
Fucker.
Not a problem.
No, he would. I remember he did that before he finished up coaching. He did that push pull meet, and he pulled like 315.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you did 4 deadlift sessions.
That's right.
Like, what the
He still
fuck?
benched.
He benched 137 and a
140?
half.
Yeah.
I remember that
Damn,
because I was
I
like,
gotta-
you should have benched 140.
I had to do a lot of work to get that.
Yeah. He's a neural freak, I reckon.
Yeah.
Damn it. Wish I could pull like that. Oh, go. What do you reckon you'd total in April? Do you start thinking about things, or?
I mean, I'm thinking about it nonstop.
Yep.
But I don't actually know.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the exciting thing with single ply too, right? Like there's.
yeah. Will I even total?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the real question.
Ooh.
Well, my last total was 980, and I think ZeroW set the biggest equipped total recently, like in the last year or two, and it wasn't that far out of reach. I think it was 1,010 or something like that.
Yeah. And he did that with
He was doing
with a rubber shirt too.
Yeah, he did unlimited shirt and
Single ply, everything else or something.
I think single ply squat and raw deadlift.
Yeah.
So a bit of everything.
Yeah. A mixed bag. A true multiply.
Yeah,
A true
It
experience.
is really a mixed
a
bag.
bit of everyone, a bit of everything. So I'd like to squat 400 because I
Yep.
missed out on that last time. But it's really just a game of my hips stay in one piece. So.
And is that the surgery that's coming your way?
I haven't booked anything
Yeah.
in.
But it will be something hippie.
I won't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't do it before the comp. I'm going to try and survive till the comp.
Yep. Damn.
So yeah, I'd like to go north of 1,000, but who knows?
Oh, that'd be nice.
So I just realized Kendra was just,
Yeah?
she's had enough.
What are you doing over there?
Sick of it.
You've had enough. What do you mean? Did you have any questions for Thomas? Yeah.
I don't know if she does, but I know we've got 10.
Yeah, we got 10, brother. It's a new 10.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
They're not fucking quick either. They're pretty deep thinking.
You know how
Okay.
they roll. You're Neo in the Matrix. Would you have the red pill and find out the truth, or the blue pill and continue not knowing?
A red pill for sure.
You're
Happens to-
not, you're not the only. We've had people want the blue pill before.
Really?
Yeah, remember we had one. Who was it? I can't remember.
Neither can
It was one of your lads. Can't
Oh,
remember.
man, I barely remember what happened yesterday.
Favorite lunch item?
Well, hang on. So the thing is, like, Neo had a responsibility, or he felt this responsibility, to become the one.
Yeah.
Once he became the one, like, because it doesn't document his time period between becoming the one and then the Matrix 2.
Yeah, true.
That's the period I want to be in, where I can just go into the Matrix and be like, I can go to non-stop, like, fancy steak places, eat whatever the fuck I want and not get fat.
Yeah.
Or I can, like, just go get a fancy car and just create mayhem. Like, I would destroy the Matrix, but in the most self-destructive way possible. That's why I want that pill.
Yeah. Favorite lunch item?
Favorite lunch item? Oh dear, I'm really into homemade snack packs at the moment.
Homemade snack bag.
Yeah,
Like,
just with like Costco do these waffle fries, or these oven waffle fries, or if you're an air fryer person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not for the air fryer?
Well, I'm for it. I just don't have one.
You should get one.
Yeah.
2 draw.
My mum calls me at least once a week and not just like says, hey, you should get an air fryer, but tells me I'm stupid for not owning an air fryer.
Oh, savage.
that is pretty savage.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure Johnny will be that person next year.
Yeah.
Like, you know how he pressures you doing that deadlift comp?
Yeah.
He's going to press you to
Yeah, I
do
could
an
sell
air
the
fryer.
shit out of an air fryer.
Yeah, see?
He's
Sales king.
literally got an air fryer that's 2 drawers.
Nine tenants of sales.
Hey, I got a new client the other week. Bless his hot night. I'm gonna mold this boy and make him a fucking animal. And food was an opportunity. And I said, bro, right, we need 2 things. We need an air fryer and a rice cooker.
Nice.
And within a week's
then you're
time,
done.
he had his air fryer and a rice cooker, and then he's already transformed.
See?
Also, rice cookers are so fucking cheap.
Oh yeah,
Like
Kmart.
I had a Kmart one or a Big W one that lasted me for 5 years. It was the best
So
investment.
good.
Sure, I had some like metal poisoning from the bottom, but anyways.
That's all right.
Nice.
Favorite movie setting you'd like to live in?
Movie setting?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh dear. What have people said to this?
All sorts.
So I said like Marvel, obviously, but like I mean, it could be a TV show, like if you want to live in SpongeBob or
Nah, I'm gonna go
Pokemon?
The Matrix.
yeah,
yeah.
fair. Oh yeah,
Like,
we did
just
talk about that.
Plug in and go anywhere.
Yeah.
Do whatever I want. Make my own program.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Best advice you've ever been given?
Best advice I've ever been given. Shout out Scott Watson. Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Mm.
Bite off as much as you can chew and learn to chew like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
He said that to me and I live by it.
Yeah. Genius. I love it.
Scott Watson, he was fucking preaching the good word back then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He knew. He still does.
Yeah, he was
He's-
like powerlifting Gandhi back then. Now he's
Yeah.
real life Gandhi.
Now he is Gandhi. Yeah. He'd be a guru soon.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
He
I'd go
will
watch that.
transcend soon.
Yeah, I love it. What question would you like to ask Buddy? And then he can reply as well.
Ah. Do you actually like sleeping in your own bed?
Yeah.
So like he doesn't sleep in my bed. He sleeps in the kitchen in his own bed and
Yeah.
always has.
Yep.
And when I've gone away, partners in the past have invited him into bed and he'll come into bed and then go back to his own bed. Now as he's getting older, he's getting up in the middle of the night and changing. He's going other places.
Yep.
So I just want to know what he actually wants out of a sleeping arrangement.
Yeah. And you can provide that for him.
Yeah, especially as he's getting older and more decrepit.
Yeah, a premium sleepy location. Would you prefer a cake or a pie?
Oh, pie, 100%. I'm not a cake guy.
Your favorite pie?
Are we talking like sweet pie or like savory pie?
Pie.
Oh,
Sweet potato pie.
Or
Sweet potato.
pie.
Yeah,
Have
like
you had pumpkin pie?
yes.
Yeah.
Pumpkin pie's good. Get around that.
Yeah.
Board game or card game that you dominate at?
I'm really good at Boulder Dash.
What's Boulder Dash?
Like board game?
Yeah. So you get the original one had one category. There's one called Beyond Boulder Dash, which is like you get 5 categories. It's like abbreviations or a date or a movie title, and on the card it's got the real thing, and then everyone playing has to write what a fake one is, and then everyone votes for what they think is true.
Oh, right.
So I'm
Right.
good at like spinning a tail and getting
Sales.
people to vote for me.
Selling
Sales.
that
That's
story,
it.
baby.
Yeah, exactly,
Next tattoo?
buddy. So
Oh yes.
eventually, when he passes, he belongs here. Then I'm done for life.
That's it.
You're going to get a SpongeBob one?
I don't want any more. They hurt too much.
They do hurt, eh?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Very body.
Fucking oath.
So like after I got the calves done, I was like, I don't want any more, but I can't leave my legs unfinished.
Oh,
So I had to finish off the lower legs, and then this one I had 2 days booked, so they finish off the lower legs, and I'm like, well, I may as well fill that in,
Mm.
and then this will go.
Buddy here and we're done.
Done.
Love it. No neck piece.
Nah, yeah, no
You got your
forehead
neck done?
piece.
Back off.
Back up.
Yeah, all the way up there.
Nice,
Yeah, it's good fun. And right down to the bottom of my butt too.
nice.
Yeah.
That one's
fucking-
hectic.
Yeah, it hurt. It's very confronting.
I was the same after like getting this done 2 days back to back, and then she finished on the elbow. I was like, nah, that's really
Yeah.
put me off for like a long
I
time.
need a break now.
Fucking oath.
Favorite quote I saw: first ever tattoo I got, Bogan Southern Cross, like all good Bogan Aussies did when they were 20. Yeah. Now, since been covered up, it said at the bottom, it didn't make sense at the time. It said the only reason you'll not come back here is that how much it hurts or the lack of money. I
Yeah.
was like, that's too true. The only reason I'm not going back at the moment because I've got an overseas holiday and this shit's expensive, and I also need a break because it fucking hurts too much.
It's
I need
so
to forget
painful.
Yeah.
I need that. Like, I literally need to forget how much it hurts.
that. Mm-hmm. Thomas, you have a week to live. What are you doing?
Traveling, hopefully with loved ones,
Yeah, nice.
spending time with people and seeing stuff.
Yeah.
Is there a
Love it.
place you want to go that you haven't gone yet?
There's lots of places I want to go that I haven't gone. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. First thing that comes to mind is like South America,
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it's apparently really good.
but not like I don't have any interest in like partying, so
Yeah.
I don't really have interest. I'm allergic to crowds.
Yep.
So I'm more
I got a
interested in
similar
like
allergy, actually.
yeah. I'm more interested in like rainforest and
Yeah.
waterfalls and nature. Like, in 2014, GPC Worlds was in. That's the only one that I haven't been to between like 13 and COVID. Was that 14 one that was in whatever falls?
Oh, Niagara?
Nah.
No.
I don't know. Tim O'Shea went there and competed. It was. I think it's the second biggest falls in the world. It's in South America, and it was right there. And it was. Wish I went.
Is that the Argentina one where he's
Yeah.
roomed with Ricky Goodyear?
Yeah, and all
Yeah.
the equipment broke on the platform.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a shambles.
Classic Worlds.
What, second biggest. No, we'll find it later. I was like, that's gonna take me a while.
It's not Victoria Falls. It's
Now he got it in my head.
A lot of waterfalls.
yeah. Do the
South
opposite of what TLC said.
America.
I'm chasing those things, baby.
You got a favorite one down the Gold Coast or anything you like to get to? You like the Twin Falls?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot
Yeah,
of falls in South America, so don't.
A lot of
search
water
that.
over there.
What's the number one?
Igu,
Yeah, that's where it was.
Azu.
Igizu or something.
Yeah. The South Pacific Route's largest series of waterfalls in the world.
Yeah, there you go.
Whoa.
Fuck, that is actually really sick.
Yeah, it was right near there.
Wow.
Damn. If they go back, you're going to that comp.
Yeah, fuck the comp. I just go to the
Fucking
waterfalls.
the Angel Falls in South America, if I'm not mistaken, is nearly a kilometer drop.
Whoa.
That's a long way down.
Yeah, what if you go
Maybe I
over the
did fuck
barrel
that
in that one?
Yeah.
I'm just.
That's a big drop. I don't like heights. That's a long way.
That's a long way.
Yeah.
That is a long way. I just looked at a photo. It's it's the largest drop. Oh no, that's Igiz, whatever you just said.
Yeah. There's as I've gotten older, I'm not scared of heights. I can go up high things, but I've just started to
Oh,
experience
shit.
that like natural reaction you
Yeah.
get when you're looking down, where your knees go a bit
Yeah.
funny.
Ooh.
And we went to this thing. My brother and I went to this thing in Chicago that has like, it used to be the tallest building in the world.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got this thing that you walk in. It's like a little glass cage thing, and so it's just straight down.
Oh, fuck that.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stand on there. I'm gonna do a handstand and
Yeah.
get me a photo." And just walked on and like started. Whoa! I'm like, I'm not doing shit. And then crawled out of it and went away with my tail between my legs.
So I was right. Angel Falls is 807 meter drop,
Far out.
and you got to get there. How you get there is you flights from Caracas.
Caucus.
No, Caracas. We'll go with that. Reach some other place from where you need to get a motorized canoe or a small aircraft to another camp. From the camp, it's a 4-hour motor canoe to the trail and an hour and a half to the viewpoint. That's a whole day,
Worth it.
dude.
Unreal.
Holy fuck.
I would shit
I'd like
myself.
to watch it.
I would shit myself, but that
Maybe
is
be
worth
at the
it.
bottom of it. I
Have-
could be at the bottom of it.
Have you ever jumped off like a 10-meter diving board, just like the Olympic diving
Too
board?
scared.
Even that is high as fuck.
Too
I haven't
scared.
done that. I've jumped off some falls.
5 meters, maybe.
down near like Burley Way. I can't remember where it was.
Yeah,
and that was
they're pretty
fucking
big.
scary.
If
Yeah,
they're
I
the
was
ones I'm
shitting
thinking of,
myself.
that'd be like 10 to 15 meters. It's a long way down.
Yeah, you don't realize until you start falling. Like I can have a whole
still
thought
falling.
during this moment.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it when you say it out loud. 10
No.
meters doesn't sound like a lot.
Yeah, until you tip your toes on the edge, have a little looky over.
And then you get scared.
I'm scared.
Yes.
I'm happy with it. Very
I know my
comfortable.
limits.
Mm.
It's like someone like we played putt on when we went away to the Gold Coast on the weekend. And like, how'd you go? I was like, I'm very comfortable with knowing my limits are not within golf. I am terrible, shocking. Even I got flogged
Yeah.
in one game.
Was that putting games?
Nah, putt in Mermaid Beach,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
right next to the tavern there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tavern does such good steaks, bro. I went back 2 days in a row just because I wanted the same steak.
Nice.
Yeah,
Damn.
Nice. That's me with bowling. I suck at bowling.
10 pin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
really?
Yeah, happy to admit it. And top golf. Suck at top golf.
Yeah, people like everyone's like, oh, we should book a thing there at Top Golf. I'm like, bro, like it's no fun for me.
You can't enjoy it because they
Yeah.
just like hit the ball into the safety net in
Yeah.
front of me or like way off to the side, nowhere near the holes.
We went to fucking what's the one at Vicky Point,
Mm.
Victoria Point here.
They do some golf.
Went to the driving range there and I hit it. I don't know what the fuck I did, but it went sideways.
Yeah.
It's like right across, obviously, you know, with the like the fucking, it's like right beside each other. It went into the safety rail of my fucking thing.
Oh,
I was like, I don't know how I did that. I'm actually quite proud of it. The worst thing was Lily Riley. We went with Lily.
Nails it probably.
Fucking nailed it. I'm like,
Yeah.
God, why are you just good at everything?
Yeah.
Probably
Annoying.
First time ever touched a golf club, hits it straight all the way to the end.
I got banned from discus in my primary school. So we were learning like that circle throw.
Yeah.
And just straight down the fucking V thing. And
Yeah.
I threw it off to the side into the crowd and hit a kid.
I
I was never allowed to do discus again at my school.
Oh damn! What could have been?
He didn't die.
I shouldn't laugh. That's just really funny.
Yeah. So already
They can't believe
bad.
they banned you for it too. It's like, well, it's clearly an accident.
Yeah.
You didn't want to throw it that way.
Yeah, it was a hazard.
Maybe.
A fat awkward kid trying to kill another kid with a discus.
That's what they were used for, wasn't it? Back in the
Probably.
day? Yeah.
That's too fucking funny.
Just keep it real.
We'll wrap it up now.
Okay, that's it.
On that note,
On that note,
that's a good one to finish on.
that's right.
I want to say, like, do the thing where people find you, but I'm surely by now people know where to find you.
just Google Zero, you'll find something.
And we'll put it in the show notes. So
Tom
that's-
Bro 7.
Where did Tom Bro 7 come from?
Do you really want to know? It's a bit morbid.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I do.
My best friend growing up used to call me Tom Bro, and I hated it.
Yeah.
Like hated it with a passion. He was my best friend through the end of primary school, the start of high school. And when we started high school, he was a year old, a grade above me, but 2 years older than me. And he started hanging out with a nastier group of kids. And they had started getting into drinking culture. And he went and got drunk with them one day, walked into a river, and he died.
Oh Jesus!
So after he died, like I was obviously devastated. That's how I ended up coming to Australia. I just needed to change, and things went sour at home, and but to honor him, I made my screen name on everything Tom Bro, and it's just stayed that way forever.
Yeah, right.
Cool.
Yeah.
And the 7?
Hey,
So
that's just my favorite number.
Yeah, sick. Right.
Nice number.
That's just the number that comes along if you put in Tom Bro, and it's like this username is already taken.
Yeah.
Right, 7,
You get to be number
77, 777.
I feel like that's a much more wholesome kind of way to finish, even though it was a bit sad. It was better than us talking about fucking how we hit a kid with discus.
That's it.
That is it.
Last one for the year.
That is
Thank
our
you for
last
having
one.
me, boys.
No, thank you for coming on. It's
Yeah. And thank you, Kendra.
thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Kendra.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you, Kendra.
Shit,